What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another channel to YouTube. It's the boy Vampire right here, and we finally made it. We made it here. Got the LA City hat on. It's where I work. Peace out to everybody. You work there, good job. If you don't, oh well. What are we talking about today? This guy right here. The beautiful K24. So today's a teardown video. We're gonna do a teardown on this bad boy. We're gonna do a voiceover. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be a time lapse of a teardown. We're gonna do a full inspection. We're gonna check the pistons, the rods, the cylinder head, the valves, see if we ran into any unwanted issues. But either way, for this bad boy, we got everything. So we're gonna be getting forged pistons, forged rods, everything. So let's get to it. Let me set up the camera and go get the tools. Okay, so we're gonna start this video off nice and slow. I'm gonna start talking about the what I'm doing in the process, and I'm gonna try to fast forward the majority of the teardown video because I know everybody has a busy day, and well, if you're trying to understand how to tear down an engine, reading a book will be the best thing. It's not me narrating over the video. I'm just showing you how to disassemble. I'm not liable for anything that you break, or I'm not liable for anything that happens to you if you get hurt while tearing down this engine. Disclaimer, just letting you know. I know I have to, but continuing with that, let's just start the video out by letting you know. First, you want to do is take down the valve cover. You want to remove the nuts and bolts that are holding down the valve cover and save the valve cover washers. Some gaskets don't come with valve cover washers, so you're gonna have to save that. And continuing on with the video, let's see what section I'm in. Okay, so as you can see right now, I'm just going back and forth retrieving the tools, but you might want to get everything ready. So this little guy right here, this is a 19mm weighted socket for the crankshaft bolt, and it's 20 bucks. You can buy one on Amazon. I recommend it. It'll make your life a lot easier. And right now I'm just checking the timing on the engine. It looks pretty peachy, and I didn't see anything wrong. So make sure you guys are aware of how to do that, and if you don't know, make sure you read the manual, because I can only tell you so much. And right now I'm removing the water pump. Once again, take those bolts off, put them in a Ziploc bag. I can't stress enough how people mix bolts in the wrong location and the bolts don't do what they're supposed to do. Alright. One of the things I want to let you guys know is take pictures of everything you do when you're disassembling an engine, because believe it or not, if you're not doing this engine every day, and if you're not gonna work on it the next day, next week, next month, trust me, you are gonna forget where those bolts go. So make sure you take a picture, label it, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it somewhere and label what it does, because believe it or not, even me as a detailed mechanic, or me as a high level mechanic, or extreme level mechanic, whatever you want to call me, I forget where those bolts go. So this section here, I want you guys to see the orientation and the thickness on some of those bolts. You can see right here, one has a little guide to it that aligns the front timing cover, and the other one doesn't, because it's just a regular bolt. And in this next section here, I'm going to show you the length of the oil pan bolts. Those also go particular to the engine. So the last thing you want to do is put a bolt with short threads on the section where it belongs with long threads. The reason is because you're going to lose torque, and when you lose torque on a bolt, it could back out and not protect or hold down what it's supposed to. In this case, the valve cover or the timing chain cover. So make sure you note the orientation of those bolts and the selection where they go. And when removing a part, always look for bolts that could be holding down. Mystery bolts, or bolts that are, you know, not visible to the naked eye. Always look around in different sections, because you never know where a bolt can be. So to me, I was about to take out this front cover, and I forgot one of the 10 bolts on top, right on top of the BTC solenoid gear, whatever it's called. So right here, note the orientation of the crank gear or the crank angle gear, there's an outside section to it. And same thing right here, I'm removing the timing chain tensioner and putting it in a Ziploc bag, labeling it. Right here I'm just checking for wear. It doesn't really matter, I'm going to reuse another one. I'm going to get a new one, not reuse the old one, so that doesn't really matter. And right here I'm just taking out the timing chain guides. I'm getting new ones. I am going to save the hardware. Check that out real quick. There you go. It looks pretty good. Let's see, we're going to remove the other one. I got to go get the Allen bolts right here. The Allen sockets, I mean, because I wasn't prepared for that because I didn't know I needed those for this engine. It's been a while. So let me see what else we're doing. Alright, so I'm just inspecting the timing chain so I can see if there's any stretching. Visual inspection, it's always best. You know, reading the manual, knowing what you're going to do, it's also a good idea. So right now we're going to take out the VTEC solenoid and the VTEC oil pressure switch. And once again, save the gasket, save the bolts. Don't forget where they go. Label it in the Ziploc bag, get a heavy duty bag, get something. So now we're going to be removing the tensioner. And we're going to go ahead and talk about these. Check the orientation of where these bolts go, because they go through the valve cover and they hold down the valve cover gasket. Last thing you want to do is torque down these bolts and take them off and torque them down again, because every time you remove it and reinstall it, the bolt stretches. Unless you're getting new bolts, then just remember the orientation. But as of right now, I want you guys to note that I'm removing these small 10mm head bolts, and there should be 3 or 4 of them if I can recall. There's 2 in the back, don't forget to remove those. There you go. See, I'm removing those. That's why I didn't fast forward the video so you guys can see me take them off. And put them in a bag and label them cam cover bolts, 10mm bolts. See, get 3 of those, put them away. So let's blast through these real quick. Now remember, never use an impact gun when breaking bolts loose when it's a specialty bolt like this one, because you could strip the threads. The threads are made out of aluminum, cast aluminum, and you could damage them. Always break him loose, then you could use a power tool and you could zap him out like this. Doesn't matter which one you start, just as long as you take him out like in a sequence order. Front to back, middle to out, left to right. Look right here, I forgot one right now, watch. See? I was like, oops, I forgot one. But there you go. Now, let me see what I do right here. There you go. There's a perfect example of cam cap bolts. Take all those bolts out, save them, don't want to lose them. Alright, so right here for me, it's been a while since taking out these cam caps. I forgot that you can get 2 of the bolts, put them in the hole sockets, and then you can just pry them out. But as you can see right now, I'm going to take them out just by tapping them, and I'll go get the bolts right now and put them inside. Or a screwdriver can work too, see? You can do that right there. So that came off pretty easy. And the bolts, the cam caps I mean, are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. Just remember where they go. Front being number 1, the back being number 5, vice versa. So make sure you remember the orientation and where they go, because it's very, very important. Now you can remove the cams. Exhaust cam, no, intake cam, sorry. Exhaust cam. So we're not gonna do nothing with the cams right now, so we just move those. So now you gotta take these out. So I do the same thing with the screwdriver. Just play with them a little bit, and I'm kind of wedged in there because they're holding the rocker arms and the VTEC rocker arm as well. So just pay attention to what you're doing, take it slow, take your time, and be careful you don't lose anything, because you can drop the VTEC slide pin like I dropped it right now. Watch, I'm going to show it to you. See? I dropped that right now by accident. Alright, now I just remove the lost motion assemblies, the lost motion springs. And there you go. I removed the little part that fell. That's your VTEC activator. Don't lose that. Very important. Without that, you won't have VTEC. Without VTEC means no power. Guess right now we're going to take out the VTEC strainer. The VTC strainer, sorry. I'm getting a new one, so it doesn't matter what happens to that one. But same thing, put it in a Ziploc bag, label it. Do your due diligence. Make sure you don't lose where the bolts go. Alright, in this section I forgot to record when I removed the head bolts. Same thing, just removed from the way. Alright, so let's talk about what I found on the engine. For sure this engine was suffering from oil consumption. Blown head gasket from right there, cylinder 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Between 2 and 3 was pretty good, and well, I guess they had water in there as well. It's all rusted, but doesn't matter. We're gonna be getting a new engine bore done, so new pistons, new rods, all that good stuff. So let's keep it going. Alright, so right now I'm just gonna remove the thermostat housing, and I'm gonna show y'all a little trick to remove the studs, because there's 2 studs there you gotta remove when you're sending this to the machine shop. So what you do, it's a little trick where you get the 2 nuts from the removable, put one the upside down or the inside out, whatever you want to call it. Put the other one, run it down like this, and secure them together. Tie them up together. Watch. I'll show you right now how I do that. Let me just find my tools real quick because I lost them. Everything all over the place, and don't be like me having things all over the place. So you go ahead and secure the bone in the back, buzz it in, get it nice and tight, and using the wrench you can now remove the stud. See? And before you're gonna take it out, make sure you remove the nut, break it loose, and do the same thing for the other one. And I think one is longer than the other one, so it doesn't really matter where they go. Well, it does matter, but you're gonna find out when you put it on. So just, you know, short goes on top, longer one goes on the bottom. And check it out. One of the things I want to let you guys know is make sure you drain the engine of all this oil. This one still had a little bit of oil in it, and I forgot to drain it. I kind of made a little mess on the floor, but it's okay. You can clean it, no biggie. You can always put a cardboard, some paper towels, some rags. And this next section here, we're going to be removing the oil pan bolts. They should all be the same length. I don't think you need to worry about that. Where they go, in the section where they go, they're all the same length. Just throw them all in the Ziploc bag, you'll be alright. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy on it. There you go, oil pan bolts. Put them in a little Ziploc bag and you'll be good. Can't stress enough, you know, I not keep repeating myself, but just it's really important that you remember where those bolts go. So now we're gonna remove the oil pan. First look at the engine, well, the bottom block at least. And there's a notorious oil pump balancing shafts, which we're gonna remove. But you know, this engine's from an automatic, so we're gonna remove the flex plate or torque converter flex plate. And I'm just getting things ready because I think I forgot something real quick. But let's see what I'm doing, because I always forget what I'm doing, so mine's all over the place. Alright, there you go. Just getting the tool. So there you go. Remove them. I got pretty lucky. They weren't on too tight, but I had to look for an extension because it was just a lot easier. It's always good to have an impact gun, especially an electrical one. And if there's a bolt that the impact gun can't take off, make sure you use it. You take it off by hand. And what I mean by taking it off by hand is make sure you use a pry bar, a breaker bar, or a long ratchet. And this next section here, we're also going to be removing the oil pump guide and oil pump timing chain tensioner. And I'm just looking for the hardware. Alright, this next section here, we're going to remove the oil pump balancing shafts. We're not going to be reusing those like I stated earlier. So trick to remove the oil pump chain is just remove the pump. It makes it easier because I didn't want to go get the bolts to remove the crank bolts. So I'm just cleaning up all the oil right here and get ready to remove the pistons pretty soon. So check that out, that was pretty fun. Alright, so once again I screwed up the recording about breaking the bolts loose. I don't know where it went. This GoPro is a little funny like that. But maybe I break them loose right now. Let's see. I think maybe I already did. I forgot why I'm showing the cylinder head. Oh, I'm just showing you what the damage I found, how it looks. So, oh, I remember now. Before taking off the main cap, you want to remove the rods and the pistons. So this one was a specialty E-socket. So I have to go look for it. I thought for a second I didn't have one. I had to go buy one, but I had some because I did some brakes in for BMW and those have E-torques. So break them all loose, just like this, and should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, those cam caps were stubborn, dude. They did not want to come out. Not cam caps, I mean those rod caps. They did not want to come out. So make sure when you're removing them you don't damage the crankshaft. And I was being very, very careful. I didn't damage it, I didn't scratch it or anything. Freaking piston was seized in there. Not seized, but like, sucker didn't want to come out. I got it out though. I'm just inspecting it right there. I know I don't show it in the camera because it's irrelevant. You know, I'm not using those same pistons. If you are, you know, you gotta measure the side skirts. You gotta measure the bore and see if you can re-ring them, hone it and re-ring it. But in this case, we're not doing that, so it is what it is. I didn't show them in the camera. So my interest in this is the rod bolts and the not the rod bolts, the rods and the main bearings and the rod bearings. I wanted to see the condition on them because if they were damaged or scratched, or if I saw anything I didn't like, then it would have been a big no-no for me, especially for what I paid for this engine. Kind of threw a gamble in there, but I got very, very lucky. So you can see right here I'm having trouble taking out the piston number 4, but I get lucky. I take it out, it comes out. There you go. As you can see, I labeled each rod by their corresponding piston. The reason I did this is because I'm gonna go back and measure the bearings and what the OEM specification is. That will be another video. Not this video because it's just a tutorial video. And I'm running out of daylight and I had an event to go to in the night, so it's one of the reasons why I just labeled them real quickly using a Sharpie. Always use a paint marker, always use a permanent marker, use something that won't get slipped off easily with the oil. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So let's keep going. So right now I'm just checking how the crank spins, and dang, that sucker spins really, really good. Real smooth. Seems like I'm probably gonna use standard size rod and main bearings. Also right here, make sure you break up the cam caps. The main caps. I started from the inside out, and I used a little breaker bar with the cheater bar. And make sure you remove the bolts on the outside of the girdle. There you go. Removing all those, and you're gonna be saving those in a Ziploc bag. So I keep repeating myself: Ziploc bag. Name your bolts where they came off of. There you go. It's a lot of bolts. So when you're removing the lower main cap girdle, there are certain pinch points where, not pinch points, but prying points where you can pry on it to remove it, just like that. Took me a while to find them, but they were there. And I'm just stoked looking at the crank, checking for any damage, and there's a little kid in a candy store. Yippee! So I'm gonna give you guys a brief breakdown of what I just did, and I'm doing a voiceover so you guys can hear me on the microphone, because there's just too much noise over here. You guys are gonna be like, what the hell? But whatever. Check it out. Here's the K24. Cylinder walls, they look a little oval, but it doesn't matter because we're going oversized pistons, so it's gonna get machined away to that anyway. They're gonna deck the block. It's a virgin mortar, it's never been resurfaced, it's just from the manufacturer. The crank, flawless. Look at that thing. It is flawless. Looks like the engine got a little bit overheated, but that's what you expect from engines that have been racing or whatever. So look at that, looks pretty good. All the journals are clean. No scratches whatsoever. Put everything. Alright, so this tool right here, it's a valve spring removal tool. It's magnetized, so it can catch your valve keepers. I'm going to demonstrate how to use this tool. They sell other tools that you screw onto the head and use, but I like this one personally, because you just give a little smack like this. Boom, baby. Take out the retainer, and there's the valve keepers. Nice and safe, so they don't go flying everywhere. There's your valve spring. I'm not going to be using those, but I'm just showing you to the camera or whatever. It don't matter if you mix them with the intake or exhaust. They're both the same size. No different angle on those. So let's get to it. Let's remove all the other ones. Alright, so right here I'm just checking the condition of the intake valves. Or are these the exhaust valves? I don't remember. Those are the intake valves. They look pretty clean. The exhaust valves look a lot worse, but I'll show you right now. They still have the little wear ring around it, or squish mark. Looks pretty good. Yeah, see though, that reason that those have water because somebody exposed the engine to water. I don't know, don't ask me, but that's how I got the engine. I'm not gonna be using these valves. I'm putting new ones, skunk too, so doesn't matter about that. So let's keep going. Alright, so we're gonna be doing the same thing on the exhaust side, just removing the valve keepers from the intake side that were stuck inside the magnet. I'm trying to make this video as quick as I can, and it does take time. Now this tool, I believe the name of the tool is called Lyle. I don't know the part number, just look it up. Valve spring removal tool for Hondas, or you can get the new one where you can bolt the little bridge and tie down the bolt. I think that one just takes way more longer to do, more hands-on. And I don't like working extra things that I don't have to. I just want to smack things down and get them done. And yeah, you see how fast I took out those exhaust ones? Springs for the exhaust, and I'm gonna check the exhaust valves right now. There you go. Oil consumption, no bueno. I think it was losing compression on the exhaust side. These valves were pretty beat up. Look at that. So you don't see the ring anymore, the shiny ring that the intake ones had, because these were getting abused. They were getting corroded with the exhaust. So hopefully the seats are good. I think they are, but I'm just showing you guys what I found with my particular engine. Your engine's gonna be completely different than mine, or it could be the same condition. But yeah, check that out. See, you don't see the ring anymore. So I was losing compression on the exhaust side. There you go. You can see the overheating marks where they overheated the engine. Could have been due to stuck thermostat, water pump not working, many factors, low coolant leak. The radiator could have popped out. I don't know. I got it in the junkyard. But that's an indicator right there of a blown head gasket right there. And I think I show you another one right here. Yep, right there, and that one. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like that, nice and flat. And right here, it's not. You always put a straight edge after you clean it up, and the straight edge will find you the cylinder head warpage. But I could tell visually that was overheated in piston 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So yeah, check it out. No problem, it's gonna get resurfaced, so it don't really matter. Alright, what's up YouTubers? So I had to split this in 2 parts. So first day I ran out of light. You can see I didn't really put anything away. I just finished inspecting the block, checking things out, put everything in my tote, inspected the cam. As you guys can see right there, the camshaft, pretty good. It's nice and pretty and shiny, so that's a plus. And I have the pistons and everything else in there. I'm not gonna show you guys, it's just parts. But yeah, the cylinder head. So this engine was suffering from oil consumption. If you look at the intake valves, the seats are all good. Let me get the pointer so you guys can see better. See the intake valves, they're all good. You can see the chamber right here. They were all good right there. The exhaust ones were burnt up. So oil consumption is common on the K24s, K20s. And right now I'm just gonna take out the valve guides, not the valve guides, the valve seals, and take out the bottom seats. This baby's gonna be sent to 4-piston racing. So pretty good. There's all the fucking parts.
YouTubers, I'm over here at work and I was having a little bit of trouble while doing the video,
Taking out the valve seals.
so when I clean it up and everything, so saw these online. They're from Icon. They're called pistol pliers. So these, you just kind of go like this, give it a little nudge, like that, take out the valve seal. Then you can take out the lower cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna wash it and get it ready.
All right. Just finished cleaning the cylinder head. Check it out. It's looking good.
Still a little inspection. Don't look too bad. It still needs more cleaning. It's gonna need a soda blast. But other than that, everything's looking pretty okay. I didn't see no cracks or anything like that. Just the overheating right there. Right there. Let me see, right there. Right there. Right there. So it overheated a lot. Or whoever had the engine before me overheated the shit out of it. But it's okay. It's gonna get resurfaced either way. And yeah. The next time you see this head, it'll be coming back from 4-piston racing. So stay tuned for that one. A while before I send it in, I gotta get a couple more things. The base for the dual valve springs, and I'm missing one more thing. Oh, the SuperTech, the stamp valve keepers. I'm gonna get some new ones. I'm gonna get the machining ones because they're just stronger. I don't want to risk dropping a valve because of a keeper. Better peace of mind. Spend $100. Who gives a shit? It's worth it. Looking good. Looking good. Right. See you.